How's everyone doing today? I am Ryan Acosta. I am the owner of Fat Hat Music. And let's get started. We're going to do a basic study in the key of A. It's going to be just a simple 12-bar blues. And we're just going to be using arpeggios today. And we're going to be doing a basic, just simple theme. So there are a couple different things that we can do with this, but, we'll explore those in later study. So anyway, first things first, the chords that we have are an A7. So we have a couple options. We have several options for each of these. We could either do this variation, this bar chord form, and here we have the root, fifth, seventh, third, fifth, root. Or we could do this tighter version where we're muting the first and fifth strings, and we have root, seventh, third, fifth. Now my index finger, I'm using this part of my index finger actually to mute the first string over here. And I'm also using my index finger to mute the fifth string right here as well. Now this one sounds really great. Again, it depends on the context of the band situation that you're playing. If you're playing solo, sometimes you might want to play these fuller chords, but if you're playing in a band, sometimes you want to leave some space, and so maybe just simplifying it a little bit can sound better. Sometimes even taking the root out completely and just playing this form right here where we're just playing the first four strings. Sometimes that can sound great, especially if you're playing with a keyboardist and bassist or even another guitar player. Sometimes it sounds better just to play the upper register. Okay, so for the 4 chord, we have a D7 right here at the 5th fret as our root, our D. So the notes we have in this chord are root, 5th, 7th, 3rd, 5th. Okay. And then for the 5 chord, we have an E7 right up here at the 7th fret. We're playing root, 5, 7, 3rd, 5th. Okay, so for the theme, the basic theme just starts off from an A arpeggio. So there are a couple different ways we can play this. We're actually going to look at 2 different ways today just for this voicing. So we have our root, 3, 5, 7. For this particular riff. So the riff itself is, we're going to do that twice because it's 12-bar blues, so we're going to do just a real simple variation of this. So we do 4 bars of the A7, and we're going to play this theme, which takes 2 bars. So we have, and then we go to the 4 chord for 2 bars, and we're going to play the root, 3, 5, 7 as well here, starting on the D, and it's going to go like this. And we're only going to do that once because that takes up 2 measures. Then we go back and play 2 bars of the 1 chord again, the A7. And then for our turnaround, we have a couple options. We could just simply do the same thing, just play half of it for 1 measure. And then go down to the 4 chord. And then we could just play the same theme for the 1 chord and end on the 5th. Okay, so instead of doing this for our turnaround, we're actually going to do an alternate form. So for the 5 chord, we're actually going to play this root 3rd string arpeggio. So we have E. Then we have, so that's our root, 3rd, 5th, and 7th. But we're going to play it descending, and we're going to do a triplet pattern like this. Then we're going to take that down a whole step to the 4 chord, the D7. And for the 1 chord, instead of playing the same theme, now we're going to play a full 6-string arpeggio using triplets. Also ending on the 5. So when we put the whole thing together, it's going to sound like this. And that is the entire study. A full transcription of this is at our website, fathatmusic.com. Go to our online store. You can find other sheet music, and you can also find recordings from our featured artists, one in particular, my band Sons of Theo. Go ahead and check out our music. And Come back for more lessons and more videos, and I'll see you soon.